My name is Leah Mears, and I'm the Vice President of Client Success and also a member of the executive team at Engaging Networks. I'm based in Toronto, just around the corner at Broadview and Danforth, and I'm so thrilled to host you in this amazing venue today, which also happens to be the location of my kids' summer camp every year. If you're looking for a summer camp, it's great, yeah. It's very exciting to be standing here at my third ENCC Toronto after spending so much time with you folks, the clients in the room, understanding your causes, learning about your campaigns, and figuring out how we can push the product to meet your needs. Whether it's your first ENCC or your fifth, we have a great day lined up for you, full of interesting speakers and case studies, AI debates, where's Ryan Miller, and tips and tricks. But before we get into all of that, I did want to take a moment and share this slide of who will be joining us today. So if you can go to the next slide. One of the things that we care deeply about is making sure that everyone here feels part of something bigger. I share this slide as a representation of all the different organizations who are working toward a shared goal. They're advancing missions that make a real difference in the world. And Engaging Networks is so honored and excited to be a part of that journey. I encourage you to connect with one another, and if there's anyone that you see up there that you'd like to be introduced to, don't hesitate to ask one of our staff, especially after you experience the content shared today, because there's a ton of wisdom walking around the room. So the plan is I'll be up here for just a few minutes to share some updates and reflections on behalf of the team, and then we will head into our first segment. I will start by saying that it's been a big year of growth for Engaging Networks. Every single department we have has added staff to ensure we are meeting your needs. I won't list everyone out at this time, but I will say that I think you will feel it most in the ways that we've invested in our product and development teams with a goal towards increasing velocity of delivery. Very exciting. As many of you know, we celebrated our 25th anniversary as a company last year, which means we do know a thing or two about what it means to stay relevant. But I did want to also call out the obvious, which is that times are changing rapidly. The Canadian nonprofit and charity landscape is squeezed. We know that all of you are facing economic pressure, donor fatigue, increased concerns around data and privacy, and we are bolstering the most important areas of the company to ensure that you feel both the stability and the innovation that you need to help you navigate through. And I really do want to underscore this as we move through the day and throughout our years working together. In that Engaging Networks is a privately owned company. We are owned by a very proud Canadian, Graham Covington, and this is a very important factor that allows us to cultivate a client-centered culture. The only group of people we answer to is our clients, is to all of you. Unlike other companies out there, which I will not name on the mic, but we can talk later, we are committed to a level of service and support that I feel is unmatched, and I hope that you are all feeling it too. I stand here really proud to partner with all of you in your work, especially because within an increasingly volatile world, the data shows that there is actually a lot of hope, that we are not necessarily doomed. And see, it's on the slide, which makes it really real. We know that there is a desire to engage, especially for younger generations, but we know, especially in talking with all of you every day, that it takes both creativity and reliability to cut through the noise and grab the right kind of attention. The EN staff and partner network in the room are here today to help you do just that. We've got the product team around to answer questions and collect feedback. We've got the support team running sessions and available at the product desk at the front for literal hands-on support if you want to pull up your account, pull up any of your pages. And we also have our wonderful account success managers in the room, including one of our OG Canadian staff, our Senior Director of Account Success, Morgan Radburn, who's returned from maternity leave. Morgan, if you want to give everyone who's really eager to dive back in with you all. Yeah, people know Morgan. Woo! Yeah. And all of that focus and effort and attention on our clients and stability paired with innovation is working. Our clients had a hugely successful 2025 using the Engaging Networks platform. Numbers from both Giving Tuesday and year-end, New Year's Eve, show the same trends. We're seeing increases in year-over-year giving, increases in the number of gifts, and increases in the average gift amount. On those days last year, and as we anticipate in the upcoming year, we are sending over 100 million emails a day from the Engaging Network platform. And we're doing it with super low bounce rates, smooth donation processing, and no downtime. Later this year, we will also be publishing our first ever Engaging Networks Insights report, which will show further and anonymized data on client performance at EN over the last 3 years, which we are super excited about. It will provide key insights that will allow you to make data-driven decisions on ways to improve your organization's results. So we know where we've come from, we know who we are, we know what we do well, and we are building a lot right now. There's a lot to be excited about where we are going. Later today, you'll hear directly from 2 members of our product team who will walk you through exciting information on upcoming product releases, from event waitlists to improve the supporter experience, to peer-to-peer investments to supercharge this module for you all, to cart abandonment to make sure that we help bring interested donors back into the flow, and to SMS inboxing, which will truly turn SMS into a high-impact engagement channel. You will also learn more about our newest product, Smart Pages. I wanted like a big reveal there with a curtain. This was just released last week, and so it's very much hot off the press. It brings the best of both worlds. We've always been known for our customization and flexibility, which is a flagship strength in fundraising, and Smart Pages adds the other side of that coin. It's kind of the fast and no-brainer option. It lets you spin up fundraising pages quickly using pre-optimized templates built on best practices. You don't need to know HTML, you don't need custom development work, and we're really proud to have this modern and very different module in our toolset to give you the most amount of choice, all within Engaging Networks. If you want to have this enabled in your account, make sure to speak to your ASM today. So all this talk about the product, the results, our community has me finishing where we began, which is about the people that make up the EN community. This past year, we lost a giant in the industry and a very good friend of Engaging Networks for over 20 years, George Irish, and I would like to bring up our EN friend, partner, and speaker today, Ryan Miller, to share a few words and reflections about George since his passing.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Leah, Clint, and the Engaging Networks team for making time for this tribute for George. I'm just going to speak for a few minutes, and I'm speaking on behalf of a number of people here. So to start with, George would not be cool with this. Being the center of attention was not his thing. For those of you who knew him as a friend, collaborator, colleague, or co-conspirator, you know this already. So I'll take full responsibility for putting him here anyway, because his thing was being of service and being deeply curious and engaged with the world. But I don't regret this because George gave so much to this community and we all miss him. So I'm up here basically for selfish reasons. And I'm up here, as I said before, representing a number of people who I think agree with me. He comes up often in conversations and in my thoughts and our thoughts. And I know that's also true for Ryan B., Eric R., Eric S., Rosemary O., Mike J., and many others, a number of whom are in this room with us here today. He had known people like Graham Covington and Clint O'Brien for, I think, probably about 20 years as well. George was a mainstay in the Engaging Networks community and a longtime friend of Engaging Networks. Many of us saw him here at different locations, but at this conference last year, where he spoke and, as always, brought clarity and curiosity to the room. He spent years working at Greenpeace Canada and then Amnesty International Canada with Rosemary, who's in the room today, and spent years mentoring younger staff and helping shape a generation of digital fundraisers. After Amnesty, he founded Fundraising with AI, building and implementing AI pilots for nonprofits. He and I were 2 days away from launching 2 projects together when he died suddenly this past September. He was endlessly curious about technology and ways that it might benefit humanity, always exploring what was possible and how it could be used well. He saw where things were going before most of us did, especially when it came to AI, and he had a rare ability to make complex ideas understandable and useful, and to make everyone who didn't understand those ideas not feel stupid and feel included. So more than anything else, George was deeply kind, generous, and grounded. He never spoke badly about anyone. He was steady and thoughtful and funny. He built real friendships across the sector, across countries, across decades. So he made people feel like they belonged and like they were in the right place. He cared deeply about human rights, equality, justice, and the environment. And those values show up in how he worked and how he lived. His absence is felt in this community and in this room, and continuing this work with the same care and curiosity and integrity that he brought to it is one way we can honor him. So if you want to honor George today, and I know I will be, and you don't need to have known him to honor him in this way, what I propose to all of us is that we spend today being curious, being grounded, and being generous with each other, because that's how George moved through the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan, for your beautiful tribute. George is a reminder that people leave pieces of themselves and their work for all of us. And I'll leave you with a quote that has a bit of levity after that, but one that I think that embodies the spirit of today. The quote is, "I make my ramen the way a friend taught me in 11th grade. Every fall I listen to a playlist made for me by a partner I used to drive across the border to see. I eat sushi because a friend who I no longer talk to made me try it once, and Indian food because my best friend's parents ordered for me before I knew what I liked. There are movies I love because someone I knew loved them first. We are a mosaic of many people who cross our paths, even if it's only for a moment or for a day. That is the spirit of ENCC, and I hope you get a chance to exhale from your everyday hustle. I hope you attend sessions that get you thinking and connecting with others, and I hope you get a chance to share your wisdom with others too. Thank you all for being here today, and a massive shout out to all the speakers who prepared content to join us on stage throughout the program. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.